Welcome back. Now, let's dive into one of the most powerful features for translators who work with complex text, the Regex Manager. If you've ever struggled to remember a complicated regular expression, or found yourself rebuilding the same search pattern over and over, this tab is for you. Think of it as your personal, searchable library for all your regex patterns. Let's start at the top with the toolbar. The first thing you'll want to do is choose a working folder. This sets the location on your computer where your entire regex library will be saved as a JSON file. All your imports and exports will default to this folder. Right next to it, you can quickly open that folder in Windows Explorer. To populate your library, you can import from a TSV or Excel file. We provide over 300 pre-configured regexes for common translation and QA tasks for our licensed users. You can also export your entire collection to back it up or share it with a colleague. Managing your list is straightforward. Add creates a new, blank entry right in the grid. Delete removes the selected regex, and delete all clears your entire library. Don't worry, it will ask for confirmation. The Restore Blank button is a quick way to reset to a clean, empty state. Now, let's look at the main grid. This is where all your regex entries live. Each entry has several columns, the regex pattern itself, a plain English explanation of what it does, the use case, describing when a translator should use it, a user-defined category to help with organization, an example text you can use to test the pattern, and a favorite star, so you can mark your most used patterns. Above the grid, you have powerful search and filter tools. You can search through your library by text, and choose the scope, whether to look inside the regex pattern, the explanation, the use case, or all of them at once. You can also filter down to a specific category, or show only your favorited entries. A great time saver is that you can simply double-click any row in the grid, and it will automatically populate that regex into both the Find and the Filter panels below. Speaking of which, let's explore the two main panels for putting your regex to work. On the left, we have the Find and Replace panel. This works directly within the active document in Trados Studio. Paste or type your search pattern into the Find box, and what you want to replace it with in the Replace with box. You can configure the search to match case or whole word, and most importantly, choose between none for plain text or regular expressions mode. You can also choose to search in the source, the target, or both segments. The buttons here are your controls. Send to Find and Send to Replace quickly copy a selected regex from the grid into the appropriate box. Find Next will locate the next match in your document and jump to that segment. Replace will change the current match, and Replace All will update every match in the document at once. On the right, we have the Display Filter panel. This is for filtering which segments are visible in your editor based on their content. You can define patterns for the source text, the target text, or both. You can, again, use plain text or regular expression mode, make it case-sensitive, and choose the logic whether a segment must match and conditions or OR conditions. Send to Filter copies a selected regex to the source or target box. Apply Filter instantly filters your document view to only show segments that match your criteria. This is incredibly useful for focusing on specific types of content. Finally, at the very bottom, a status bar keeps you informed about the validation of your library, match counts, and the current working folder. In Brave, the Regex Manager transforms regular expressions from a coder's tool into a practical, manageable asset for any professional translator. It saves time, reduces errors, and brings powerful text manipulation right to your fingertips within Studio. Well, that's a comprehensive look at the Regex Manager tab. I am sure you shall find it very useful.